K-pop is in mourning. NewJeans, the group we thought would take over the world, is now on the brink of collapse. And the most shocking part? Danielle's name is at the center of this storm. After her contract was officially terminated on December 29, everything spiraled into a legal nightmare involving $30 million. This isn't just agency drama, this is an open war that's destroying the future of one of the biggest groups right now. Hello everyone. Welcome back to Spill the Tea Hollywood channel. How did it all begin? All eyes turned to an emotional letter Danielle wrote to former CEO Min Hee-jin. Danielle didn't just see her as a boss, but as a mother and a fighter. Her loyalty ran deep, but in HYBE's cold corporate world, that emotion became a double-edged sword. Danielle chose the wrong side in a power struggle, and now she's paying for it with her career. Remember the emergency livestream last September? It was both their bravest and most dangerous moment. Henny revealed dark secrets. They felt monitored. Hidden cameras were found in their practice room, and their phones were accessed without permission. They openly challenged Bang Se-hyuk and demanded Min Hee-jin's return. This was no longer about music, it was a teenage rebellion against a corporate giant. And it ultimately led to Danielle's unilateral contract termination. What's most confusing is the split after the storm. Henny chose to stay at Adore while Danielle's contract was cut. How could a group that seemed so solid fracture in two completely different directions overnight? It raises a huge question. Was Danielle deliberately made the scapegoat so the other members could remain controlled? The group's balance is gone, and the NewJeans we knew may never be the same again. NewJeans won Artist of the Year, but their acceptance speech felt like a funeral. Danielle is gone, Min Hee-jin has stepped down, and the future of the remaining members is shrouded in thick fog. Were Min Hee-jin's creative ambitions and Danielle's intense loyalty the triggers for this tragic collapse? Or did HYBE intend to erase them entirely? This is no longer just social media drama, it's a financial war that could destroy anyone involved. HYBE is not playing around. They are suing Min Hee-jin for $30 million over alleged contract violations. But the looming question is whether Danielle will also be dragged into massive penalty fees. Her contract termination on December 29th sent a chilling message from the agency. If you can't be controlled, you will be removed no matter how big your name is. At the core of Min Hee-jin's anger and Danielle's support is one thing: identity. Min accused HYBE's new group, ILIT, of copying NewJeans' creative DNA from choreography to their iconic soft girl aesthetic. Danielle, fiercely protective of their work, felt that the company meant to protect them was instead creating a clone to replace them. That's what made Danielle's letter so emotional. She felt betrayed by the very system they helped build. The most heartbreaking moment came at the Korea Grand Music Awards on November 16th. NewJeans won the Grand Artist Award, the highest honor a musician can receive. But instead of celebrating, their speech felt like a somber farewell. Danielle looked like she was carrying the weight of the world on her shoulders. Days later, the Korean Ministry of Labor rejected Henny's workplace bullying complaint, stating that idols are not classified as regular employees. One by one, the doors to justice seemed to close on them. Now, with Danielle officially out and Henny choosing to stay, the unity that once defined NewJeans has shattered. Henny's decision to remain shocked many, given how vocal she had been. Is this a strategy to keep at least one voice inside? Or proof that HYBE successfully divided them from within? Either way, HYBE's plan to continue NewJeans' activities without a complete lineup feels impossible to many bunnies. Many netizens are asking, why Danielle? Why not Henny, who was also vocal? Or Minji? Conspiracy theories are emerging that Danielle was intentionally made the scapegoat as a warning to the others. By terminating the member who was most emotional and loyal to Min Hee-jin, HYBE may have sent a clear message: no one is too big to destroy. Danielle's termination could be seen as a strategic move to break the group's morale, forcing the remaining members to submit to corporate control under Kim Joo-young if they want their careers to survive. Losing Danielle isn't just about numbers on a contract. She was the vocal and visual energy that gave NewJeans a global color. Without her, the group activities HYBE promises may feel empty. Fans bunnies are already calling for a mass boycott of future merchandise and content. How can HYBE expect the group to move forward as if nothing happened when the soul of their harmony has just been thrown out. This drastic move is starting to backfire on HYBE. Their international reputation as an artist-friendly company is crumbling. The world is watching how a talented teenager was removed simply for showing loyalty to her mentor. If HYBE believes they can replace Danielle with a new trainee or continue with fewer members, they may be underestimating the power of K-pop fan loyalty. This is no longer just about contracts, it's about the morality of an industry now under global scrutiny. The question haunting everybody now is, what's next for Danielle? With Jin officially stepping down from Adore and calling the dispute a nightmare mystery, many speculate this is the beginning of a bigger plan. Danielle, emotionally tied to Min, is unlikely to stay idle for long. Could we see them collaborate again under a new independent label? If so, HYBE may have made its biggest mistake creating its most dangerous competitor. Born from pain and betrayal, don't forget those left behind. Minji reportedly still intense discussions, and Haran, whose future remains unclear, reportedly still intense discussions, and hence discussions, and Haran, whose future remains unclear, must now work in what they've described as an unsafe environment. With Hanni choosing to stay despite previously testifying about workplace mistreatment, the atmosphere inside Adore must be suffocating. They are expected to smile, dance, and perform while one of their sisters was just forcibly removed. This is no longer about professionalism, it's about mental endurance pushed to its limits. In the end, what happened to NewJeans and Danielle proves that in the K-pop industry, creative vision often loses to corporate ego. A group built on honesty and youthful freedom has become a battleground in courtrooms. Danielle may have lost her HYBE contract, but she secured her place in history as an idol who dared to stand for her principles. NewJeans may never be the same, but their spirit of resistance will echo in fans' hearts forever. The biggest question now isn't why, but who's next? With Danielle officially terminated, Minji and Haran's positions look dangerously fragile. If a pillar like Danielle could fall so suddenly, what guarantees the others won't face the same fate if they continue showing loyalty to Jin? This is a clear divide-and-conquer tactic HYBE, watching who bends under pressure and who chooses to walk away. And don't forget that staggering $30 million figure. The lawsuit against Jin isn't just punishment, it creates a chilling effect for the members. Behind the scenes, there's fear that Danielle's termination could be followed by crushing financial penalties for breach of contract, potentially devastating a young idol's future forever. This is psychological warfare, HYBE using financial power to ensure no member dares to stage another rebellious livestream or demand transparency like they did in September. When Kim Joo-young took over as CEO, he promised stability. But to bunnies, it sounds like total control. Jin's wild, risky, organic creative vision, the very thing that made NewJeans beloved, has been replaced with rigid corporate crisis management. Danielle embodied that original vision, free and fearless. By removing her, HYBE has symbolically killed the original soul of Adore. What remains now feels like a brand without life, a corporate product trying to replicate a success it once tried to destroy. The K-pop industry may be witnessing the end of an era, but for Danielle, this could be the beginning of something far greater. History has shown that idols who dare to challenge the system often rise again with even stronger public support. Will we see NewJeans 2.0 under a new banner? Or will we see Danielle shine as a solo artist, no longer bound by HYBE's rules? One thing is certain, the NewJeans we love has taught us a powerful lesson: integrity cannot be bought, not even with multi-million-dollar contracts. This scandal is a dark chapter in K-pop history that will never be forgotten. What steps will you take as fans? Subscribe now to follow every legal move Danielle makes. We will soon release an exclusive video about the new agency reportedly approaching Danielle. Make sure you don't miss any breaking news if Minji or Haran follow Danielle's path. Within the next 24 hours, use the hashtag #WeStandWithDanielle. Do you agree that Danielle is better off leaving rather than staying in an unsafe environment? Don't let their voices fade away. Like this video to show your support for NewJeans. This is Spill the Tea Hollywood channel. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next emergency update.